So I'll do a little product review here. This is called the Big Blue Snare Press. I bought it from Dan Beaver out of Saskatchewan. They brought it up to the Alberta Trappers Rendezvous. Here's their stickers and phone number. A good group of guys there. Talked mainly with Ian. Got this home and I thought I'd try it out. Start to make some snares for this season and get ahead of the game. So what I always do is I cut a piece of cable and then try and crimp it. I check my crimper every year, and partway through I usually build 100 snares, maybe 200, and then I'll take a year off kind of thing. But I thought I'd try this out. It looked pretty interesting. You got a handle that you can see, then a bolt and a spring, and then you got your press part right in here. So I pressed that ferrule, and I always put in a jackal and I give it a workout and see which lets go first. So hopefully my snare breaks before the ferrule does, because I don't want that to be the weak spot. But with this this model here, it's got a cheaper grade bolt, and after I crimped that and it came apart, I started looking at that and this bolt had bent. And so I thought, well, that's kind of odd, maybe it was bent before. So I took it out, put it all back together after I straightened that pin out, and then I tried it again and it bent right away. So I called Ian at the Dan Beaver store, and he was good enough to call me back and said, yeah, it's a defect we have, and I was just going to give you a call and just want to confirm your address and see if we can fix that for you. And I kind of told him what I thought the issue was, a weaker bolt than what they should have used, and he agreed. And he said, yeah, the company that's making it noticed that and had a couple issues there. So he got the replacement part and called me. He said, yeah, it's on the way. So it's been a couple days since he called. Lo and behold, it's in the mail. So you got a higher grade bolt that's got a little pre-bend in it. The original one was just straight, and then when you put that pressure on, it would actually slide that back and bend it due to the friction. And like I said, I straightened that bolt twice and tried it, and I thought maybe I over crimped it or something, but I didn't. Talking to Ian, it's just a defect. So I just want to give Ian a shout out there. The Dan Beaver Trapping Supplies, very good customer service and great to deal with. And I'm gonna be making a few snares with this puppy. I'm gonna upgrade the bolt here and I'll give you an update, but I think it's gonna work pretty good. So that's my little update for now. Catch you later. Alright, now that we got that pin switched out, we'll test this and I'll show you guys how I do it. Always when you have an audience there, you have a tough time. Okay, so I got that in, put it on that press there, line her up, and give her a squeeze. So I'll put that on the vise there and see if it lets go, or the jackal. Okay, give her a crank here. Oh, she pulled through. So I guess I'll maybe have to crimp it a little harder just to try that out again. Alright, this is take 2. So I'm going to try something a little different. Try and do a half one here, and then go to the other side and do the other half. There's quite a bit of pressure there. So she's doubled up. Let's give that a try here. I love old wore out jackals. Feels like it's pulling through already. Alright, so I'll show you what my other swedger does. So I grab my swedger. This one here, a little bit wore out. It's made lots of snares, but put that in there, give it a squish, squish, squish. So you can see that's nice and tight. And we'll try it on the jackal. All right. Oh, that one popped too. There you go. Okay, so our 3/32 cable didn't work out. We'll try a 1/16 cable. It should hold that one, but we'll check her out. Okay, one more little crank and that pulled through too. Oh, now we'll try the swedger. Okay, we'll try the swedger again. So I just gave it two crimps. This swedger's wore out, that's why I wanted to replace it with the big blue here. If this doesn't work, I have one more swedger I could try just to show you. Oh, one more shake. All right, one more shake. Five more shakes. There we go. Old wore out. Okay. Oh, pulled through. So I'll go get the other swedger and we'll try her out. Take 38. No, just joking. So the other one didn't work, so I went and grabbed this other one. That's a friend of mine. And we'll try this one out. So it crimps it a little bit nicer. Feels tight. See if we can get this thing down. Okay, let's see what happens here.
Behind the scenes, trying to find his wire that he needs. He's searching.
We'll use this one. Nope, that's not holding. Okay, break. So we're gonna try her here with a bigger cable, just to see. All crimped up. Okay, so we'll see if this pops this here.
Wah, wah, wah.
Okay, we're trying out the smaller 1/16 cable. Okay, well, back in the shop here a couple days later. You've seen our attempts and fails. So adjusted this one a little bit, just tightened up these bolts here. That was a little bit loose. And then tighten this, so that puts a bit more pressure on here. See if that fixed the issue. Didn't crimp this one up yet. This one's for Big Blue, and this is this crimper here. So put that like that so we know. I'm gonna put the camera down, I'll crimp this one, and then we'll try the jack all again here. Shop's a little bit cleaner. Like I said, it's a couple days later. I just got a few things to sort through, and we'll take a look at the jack. Just move the camera over and try this here. Put it in. Make sure that's centered. Oh, pushed a little hard there. So if that's not tight enough, then not sure what is. We'll give it a go. Okay, so Big Blue there just blew her apart. We'll try this. That'll be the first one here. And it pulled through right away. So we'll try the other one here. and it pulled through. I really, just looking at it, I really think it's this wire I'm using. I don't think there's enough pressure there. I don't think an animal is going to pop it off. I'm going to try one more thing, double ferrule it, and see what happens. So what I'm going to do here is just make two loops here. I'll show you. So it's going to be like this. I'll make one loop, suck it up to about where I'd have it normally. There's one loop, and then I'll make another loop inside of it and just see if they'll pull through on each other. Like the Jackal is putting a lot of pressure on it, and the cable is rated for 1,000 pounds, so I don't think it's gonna actually, if you catch a wolf or a coyote, I don't think it's gonna pull it out, especially with the kill springs. It'll set it off and it's not gonna have a lot of time to work it. So this is what I got here. I'll try and pull that here 1 second. And there, that's what we wanted to see. So the cable actually broke before the ferrules came apart. So I think it's just the way I've been pulling on these. I'm gonna try and make a couple, test them in my vise. Not so much a Jackal, but whenever it breaks, that's where it breaks, is right where it rubs on the side here. So we'll see where, make another one there and try it in the vise and give it a good tug like an animal would and see if it pulls through. Pretty confident the crimper's good. Big Blue, I'll have to try this same thing here and see if it'll pull through. But all right, we'll see you in a bit. So what I rigged up here, so I got a bar in the vise, so it's not going anywhere. And I crimped this end. This is with Big Blue. I got a piece of wire there with a 265 breakaway, 1/16 cable, double crimped. So I'll give that a tug here and see what happens. I'm not sure if you see. We'll move you back and maybe I'll just check the camera 1 sec. Should be good. I'm just gonna grab another bar. Put it in just like I'd have an animal in there. And the breakaway worked and the ferrules didn't come off. So I did some testing there. That makes me feel a bit better that that's gonna hold, because you need these to hold for this to work, and it does. And yeah, so I'm gonna try out Big Blue this year. Seems to crimp okay. Still have my other crimper. My first one I readjusted it so I'll check that out later. Don't need to bore you with those videos. But Big Blue, even though it crimps them flat, seems like it'll hold. Alright, catch you later.